The following is a live presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. Well, welcome to Makeup Week. This is the one game that we forgot to do last week. Been a busy couple of weeks here at Retro Sports Network, and so we're going to finish this week, which is the game between the Brooklyn Dodgers and New York Giants, and then go on a mini vacation, at least from this replay. We'll pick it up next Monday night at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, to do the doubleheader for the 4th of July. So this is your chance, if you're watching live on Twitch, to tell me what you want me to play. But first, let's get to the ball game itself. Clint Hartung goes for the Giants. They're 37-35 and kind of falling out of it in the National League. Brooklyn is at 40-30, and Rex Barney gets the call today for the Dodgers on this second day of July. The Dodgers are 40-30. They're coming to the end of the first half, and with the All-Star break coming up, the Dodgers, I believe, are in third place. So let's get to it, shall we? It's baseball in Manhattan, something that hasn't happened in Major League Baseball since 1957. As Retro Sports Network presents Major League Baseball Replay 1949. Tonight, from the Polo Grounds in New York City, it is the New York Giants at 37-35 and the Brooklyn Dodgers at 40-30. And tonight's game is brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best darn podcast on the web for your sports simulation and replay needs. Find us today on Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, or wherever else fine podcasts are listed. And so Mr. Clint Hartung will get the call tonight for the Giants on a rainy Saturday afternoon in New York. Floppy is 26. He's a fastball pitcher at 85 and a flyball pitcher, making start number 16 on the year. He has lost his last 4 decisions, and the Dodgers have had him for lunch. This is his third start against Brooklyn. 12 2/3 innings, 11 hits, 10 runs all earned. He's walked 12 and struck out 7. His last start came against the Braves on the 28th, where he fell to 2-10 with an ERA of 5.17. 8 innings, 10 hits, 5 runs all earned. He walked 2 and struck out 2. So overall, 111 1/3 innings, 117 hits, 13 homers, 68 runs, 64 earned. He has walked 59 and struck out 29. Is a very good hitter. As a pitcher, not really. How you doing, Tribe fan? Here's a lineup for the Dodgers. It'll be Pee Wee Reese in his 12-game hitting streak, leading off at short. Gene Hermansky is in left field. He'll bat second. Duke Snyder batting third in center field. Jackie Robinson, a .398 batting average, is at second. He'll clean up. Gil Hodges is at first. He'll bat fifth. Carl Furillo will bat sixth and play right field. Billy Cox at third will bat seventh. Bruce Edwards behind the plate will bat eighth. And Rex Barney, sign him to a contract. He'll be on the mound. Should throw about 120 pitches and bat ninth. Defensively for the Giants, Whitey Lockman is a 7 and a 4 in left. Bobby Thompson is a 9 and a 6 in center. Willard Marshall is an 8 and a 9 in right. The commissioner, Sid Gordon, is a 4 at third. Buddy Kerr, an 8 at short. Mr. Houseman, not John, is a 4 at second. And Johnny Mize, a 6 at first. Miller is a 3 and a 3 behind the plate. Tribe fan, I don't know if you caught the beginning or not, but we're going to take a break from this for a week because I missed a day last week and I don't really want to do 6 games in 1 week. So what game do you want to see tomorrow at noon? Pee Wee Reese at 324, 7 homers and 53 RBI. Hartung delivers, and it's a ground ball to Houseman over to first, 1 out. Brings up Gene Hermansky. Gene looks pretty happy, doesn't he? 355 homers and 13 RBI. I probably will do a Canadians game this week. Not sure when. I like doing the hockey. It's Quebec. I think Quebec's the next game. I might do it Wednesday night. But we've been doing this for 13 weeks. We started before Christmas, and we'll obviously pick it back up. Pitch to Hermansky is a ground ball to Kerr over to first. Gene's running down the line. He is out. So 2 out. A good play by Kerr. Well, tell me what you want me to play. We've got pretty much everything, so let me know. Duke Snider at 278. 13 homers and 43 RBI. And there's a high fly ball to right field. Back goes Marshall, and it's 1-0 Dodgers. So Snider, a solo shot down the line and right, his 14th of the year, and Brooklyn is up 1-0. Hit that one in the raindrops. Not Pee Wee Reese. And so the partisan throng here at the Polo Grounds, not a bunch of happy campers. Can I replay the UVM Syracuse game? Did I miss the big secret? Yes, it was posted yesterday on my YouTube channel. Can I replay it? I'll look. I'll look after do I have it? What year? It was 2004, wasn't it? If I have it, I'll do it. Jackie Robinson at 398, 10 homers and 60 RBI. I hurt myself doing it, Jamie, too. Pitch to Robinson is a bunt. Hartung picks it up, throws it to Houseman covering, and that will retire the side. So Jackie tried to get on for the bunt and didn't get it. 2005. Okay, I'll look. 1 run. Oh, I do have that season. 1 hit and no errors after half an inning. It's the Dodgers 1, the Giants coming up. Where was that game played, by the way? So Rex Barney coming on the hill. He's making his 12th start of the year. He has faced the Giants 3 times. He started once and has a save. 8 innings, 3 hits. A run it was earned. He walked 6 and struck out 7. He last pitched against the Phillies on the 29th. 4 1/3 innings, 3 hits, a walk, and 3 strikeouts. So yeah, I'll do UVM Syracuse for you at noon Eastern tomorrow. How's that? 69 1/3 innings, 55 hits, 37 runs, 35 earned. He's allowed 8 homers. He is 4-0 with 2 saves and an ERA of 4.54. He has walked 44 and struck out 40. It's been 16 years since that game. That's pretty amazing. Barney is a fastball pitcher at 93 and a flyball plus pitcher. So here's the lineup for the Giants. George Houseman leads off at second base. And he should be done. He's already exceeded his real-life at-bats. Whitey Lockman will bat second and play left. Bobby Thompson in center will hit third. Johnny Mize cleans up at first. Sid Gordon at third will bat fifth. Willard Marshall is in right field. That game's in Worcester. Well, okay. Willard Marshall in right will bat sixth. Mueller behind the plate will go seventh. Buddy Kerr will bat eighth. At short, and Hartung, who threw 15 pitches and gave up the homer to Snyder, will bat ninth. Defensively for the Dodgers, Gene Hermansky is a 4 and a 6 in left. Duke Snyder a 9 and an 8 in center. Carl Furillo an 8 and a 10 in right. Billy Cox is a 5 at third. Pee Wee Reese is a 9 at short. Jackie Robinson an 8 at second. Gil Hodges a 9 at first. Bruce Edwards a 6 and a 4 behind the plate, and Barney is a 2 with an 875 fielding percentage. Houseman at 265, 4 triples and 6 RBI. Barney starts his night with a ground ball base hit into left field. And now I'll bring up Whitey Lockman at 280, 9 homers and 34 RBI. If you missed a stream or 3, they're all on YouTube, and now we have a playlist up. This will be the 35th 1949 game that we've done. Barney's pitch into right, Furillo will get there, 1 out. Houseman back to first. So Bobby Thompson at 298, 12 homers and 64 RBI. Having a good year for the Giants. Isn't that a nice rendition of the Polo Grounds? I believe it's from the game Clinton High Heat. So, again, about 20 years ago. Throw the first Houseman back. There's about 100 ballparks there. Some of them are night versions. Ball 4. Thompson draws the walk. And now bring up Mize. Johnny at 300. 13 homers and 45 RBI. Yeah, it's a nice one to have. Got the Chesterfield ad in the center. Mize hits one into left field. Hermansky will get there, and that is another out. Houseman will hold at second. 2 out. For Gordon at 314. 20 homers for Sid, and we're not at the All-Star break yet. And 56 RBI. So we'll push everything up a week. Then we'll do UVM Syracuse tomorrow at noon. That sounds good. Pitch to Gordon. There's a ground ball to Cox. He goes to Robinson for the sure out, and that will retire the side. Giants leave 2 on. No runs, a hit, and no errors. After 1-0 Brooklyn. So Gil Hodges, Carl Furillo, and Billy Cox to face Hartung. Hodges on a 7-game hitting streak, 346, 9 homers, and 55 RBI. Jamie locked in for another 6 months, and now a 9-month sub. Thank you. Jamie's on an 8-month streak. Thank you so much. So, Jamie, on Thursday at noon, what would you like to see? Pitch to Hodges is a fly ball to left. Lockman, 1 out. So I'll bring up Furillo. Carl at 331. 15 homers and 76 RBI. Well, you're more than welcome. You are a big part of this. I'm not sure how Brooklyn doesn't win the National League. This offense is just, it's loaded. Like your uncle with a 30-pack of Bud Light or potatoes. There's a ground ball to Mize to the bag, and that will be an out. 2 out for Billy Cox at 212. If there is a weak spot for the Dodgers, it's left field and third base. 3 homers for Billy and 17 RBI. Pitch from Hartung is a ground ball to Houseman, and he makes no out before it's time, and Houseman boots it. So that goes into the outfield, and that's an E4. Bruce Edwards at 183, backup catcher for the Dodgers, of course, with Campanella here. 3 homers and 13 RBI. Cox has actually 92% chance of stealing the base. A Senators game. Throw to first, Cox is back. Expansion Senators. Original Senators. Walter Johnson Senators. Pitch to Edwards. Got him. Hartung got him on an 0-2 swing and a miss, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits in the air. Does not hurt. Bottom of the second inning, 1-0 Brooklyn. So here's Willard Marshall at 349, 6 homers and 40 RBI. Next week, when the 49 replay returns, we start with holiday action from the 4th of July. Opening day, okay. Senators versus the Yankees. Then that's what we'll do. Teddy Williams, first game as a manager. So when we resume next Monday night, special time of 7:30, because it's a doubleheader. I think it's Brooklyn Philly from Ebbets Field. Doubleheader as we hit the end of the first half of the 49 season. Pitch to Marshall is a ground ball, base hit right side. And Ferrillo will pick it up. Ray Muller at 214 with a solo homer. Looks like he came over from the Reds. Iron Man came over on June 14th. He's 37 years old and will eventually play 56 games for the Giants. Iron Man would be appropriate, catching at 37. Marshall on first, nobody out, bottom of the second. 1-0 Dodgers. Ball 4. So Barney walks another. Barney's all of what? 20? 24. Here's Buddy Kerr. Buddy at 272. A homer and 14 RBIs. Got 2 doubles, or 4 doubles on the year. Got him. He swings and misses for strike 3. So 1 out for Hartung, who can hit. Not a great bunter. He's hitting 278, 4 homers, and 7 RBI. He's matched his real-life numbers. And not a little more than half the at-bats. He's going to swing, and it's a fly ball to right. Back goes Ferrillo, and that was the right decision. It's gone! So Clint Hartung helps out Clint Hartung with a 3-run bomb down the right line and right. His 5th of the year, and it's 3-1 New York. All Barney can do is shake his head. Ferrillo watched that one just miss the upper deck. All he could do was turn and watch it go. So Hausman singled his first time up. Barney his first 9 on 42 pitches. An inning and a third. 3 hits. A homer by Hartung. He has walked 2 and struck out 1. Hondo Hurricane indeed. Pitch to Hausman. Struck him out. A 1-2 fastball in the inside corner. And now I'll bring up Whitey Lockman, who was 0 for 1. Who was it? Was it Buckshot Kid Buck last week talking about if you walk the pitcher, that's a beer league walk? I've never heard that before. I like it. Pitch to Lockman is a base hit left center field. Herbansky throws it back in. And that's the 4th hit for the Giants. Here's Thompson. Bobby walked his first time up. Throw to first, Whitey back. Be Barney, Reese, and Hermansky in the 3rd for Brooklyn. So ground ball to Cox. He goes across the way to Hodges, and that will retire the side. But Clint Hartung is his own best friend. His 3-run shot makes it 3-1 New York in the 3rd. So Barney is 5 for 25 and is not a purple dinosaur. He has an RBI and has struck out 9 times. Hartung starts the inning with a base hit in the left center field. Thompson will throw that back in, and so both pitchers have hits. First 9 for Hartung on 31 pitches. 2 innings, 2 hits, a homer to Snyder. and a strikeout. Pee Wee is 0 for 1, and he's nursing a 12-game hitting streak. Into left field, left center, back goes Lockman, and we're tied up. That ball was crushed. So a lucky 13 for Pee Wee, and we pretty much have a glorified batting practice right now. So that lead lasted all of no outs. I believe it's 1949. Be playing in an apartment complex now. So Pee Wee's streak is at 13. We are tied at 3, and that's the third home run of the ball game. Here's Hermansky. He's 0 for 1. Foul, right side. Marshall can't get there. It's not another home run. 291-foot home run. Yeah, it's 1949. Somebody from New Rochelle made that catch. Count is 0-2. Hermansky ground ball to second, Houseman over to Mize for the out. And there's finally one out. Here's Snyder, Duke. He may be the Duke of Flatbush. He's also the Earl of Manhattan. His 14th, his first time up. Liner to right. Marshall will come in and make the catch. 2 out. Jackie Robinson tried to bunt his way on his first time up. 13-game hitting streak for Jackie, and is that hitting now 396. Into left field, Lockman in the corner will make the catch, and that will retire the side. But Pee Wee Reese with a 2-run shot to right ties the ball game at 3. So, yeah, off the top of anyone's head, do they remember what his career high was in batting average? Mize is 0 for 1, by the way. A 400 hitter would be very, very cool. Pitch to Johnny is a fly ball to right that will hook foul. And the count is full. Pitch to Mize is a liner into center field. He's going for 2, and he is in there with his 13th double of the year. Yeah, many 300 seasons, for sure. Here's Gordon. The commissioner is 0 for 1. Mize on second. This is not a pitcher's duel. Barney's pitch into foul territory. Hodges runs over in the bullpens and makes the catch, 1 out. They scatter. Gil checks to see how the tomato plants are doing, and they're coming in quite nicely. Willard Marshall singled and scored on the Hartung homer. 1937, 364 with the Cardinals. That wasn't Jackie Robinson. Pitch to Marshall. Gets away from Edwards, and Mize will go to third. And Mize goes to third on the wild pitch. Yeah, Hodges will need oxygen after that run. So the go-ahead run on third, 2-1 the count. Base hit right center field. Mize scores. It's 4-3 New York. Here's Muller. Ray walked and scored his first time up. Throw to first, Marshall back. This will be a bullpen game. Oh, Jackie? Okay, so it is the right year. Okay. And that's into center field. Back goes Snyder, and he'll make the catch for the out. Clinton, who was the hitter that hit 364 for St. Louis in 37? Mize? Buddy Kerr is 0 for 1. He struck out. D. Scott Howard. How are you? Pitch to Kerr is ball 4. Johnny Mize. Okay. That's pretty good. Ducky Medwick could hit, too. Clinton Hartung. Power, 3-run shot his last time up. 4-3 Giants, bottom of the 3rd inning, 2 out. Pitch to Hartung is a ground ball to Hodges, Gill to the bag himself, and that will retire the side. The Giants get a run, they strand 2. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors. After 3, it is 4-3 New York. Ducky batted .374 that year, didn't he? He might. Triple Crown. Gas House Gang. John Goydell is our newest follower, by the way. He is 172nd follower on the channel. And as Gill steps to the plate, here's our one look at the standings for this week. The Cardinals by 2.5 over the surprising Boston Braves. Brooklyn is in 3rd at 40-30. Philadelphia has kind of fallen off a log. They're 39-34. The Giants are 7.5 back. Cincinnati has climbed above Chicago, by the way. The Reds have won 8 of 10. 1937 was the last National League Triple Crown winner, I'm being told. The Reds are now 7-32 on the road. American League, the Yankees lead the Senators by 2 games. Cleveland by 3.5. They've won 9 of 10. Detroit 8 back, Philadelphia 11 back, and the Red Sox have moved to Montreal. The White Sox have lost 6 straight. By the way, D. Scott's college softball team, one of those young ladies, threw a perfect game, eclipsing that Windy City. Yes. So the schedule the rest of the week, as we kind of do a vacation week, the 49 replay returns next Monday night at 7:30 with a doubleheader. It'll be UVM and Syracuse from 2005 tomorrow at noon. Wednesday night, we'll do some hockey for you at 8 Eastern. And Thursday, I'm just doing other things. Can't go anywhere. My wife's not on vacation. She was on last week. And Thursday, we're going to play Ted Williams' first game as a manager. I'm not allowed to do other things. Yes, I am. Gil Hodges is 0 for 1. I got behind. This is the game that you should have had last week, so. Anna Kastner is her name. And GNAC Player of the Week. Greater Northern Athletic Conference. Pitch to Hodges is a line drive to Houseman, 1 out. So here's Ferrillo. Carl is 0 for 1. And there's a base hit through the hole on the right. 4th hit for the Dodgers. And I got an eyelash in my eye. Isn't that fun? That's an incredible accomplishment. Here's Billy Cox. He's 0 for 1. And there's a foul ball, third base side. That's what? Western Washington University. Basketball team, the women's basketball team, wrapped up an undefeated campaign. They went 6-0. Pitch to Cox. Ball 4. What division are they in, D. Scott? 2, 3? Here's Bruce Edwards. He struck out his first time up. Runners on first and second, 1 out. Eastern Washington made the big dance. D2. I'm sure a lot of that, Brad, had to do with COVID restrictions and all that. Those smaller colleges just don't bring any money in. Pitch to Edwards. Got him again. So we looked at a rainbow curve at 79 for strike 3, and then I'll bring up Barney. Rex singled and scored his first time up. 27 game schedules are the norm outside of D1. But yeah, undefeated certainly is undefeated. Ball 4, so Barney draws the beer league walk, and they're loaded for Pee Wee Reese. Hartung through 18 batters, 59 pitches. 3 2/3 innings, 4 hits. Homers to Reese his last time up. And Snyder in the first. He has walked 2 and struck out 2 and has given up 3 earned runs. Southern Maine University, Clinton's alma mater. Pitched to Pee Wee is a ground ball foul, first base side. And the count is no balls and 2 strikes. UVM lost in the America East semifinal to Hartford, and so there was no big dance for them. Someone asked me who I was rooting for in the NCAA tournament, and I said baseball. It's the first time maybe since the NCAA went to wild cards in the men's basketball championship that both Kentucky and Duke missed. Pitch to Pee Wee is a ground ball up the middle. Curve, snap throw to Mize, and they're going to leave him loaded. How about that? So the Dodgers load the bases and leave them all stranded, kind of like a Greyhound bus. No runs, a hit, no errors. Bottom of the 4th inning, 4-3 New York. So they'll come back next year. D. Scott, how good are they in a normal year? Decent program? Houseman, by the way, 1 for 2. He is singled and struck out. Barney threw 18 batters, 80 pitches, 3 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, all earned. He has walked 3 and struck out 2. Yeah, I'm sure COVID really hurt a lot of recruiting classes, not just Kentucky's. Pitch to Houseman is ball 4. And Barney didn't like that. He got face-to-face with Gardner behind the plate, and Gardner says, I'll put a Bruins game on and just throw you out. And Barney goes back. Here's Lockman. Whitey is 1 for 2 with a single. He's going to get another single here. He punches that one into right field. Houseman stops at second. Yep, Calipari likes those kids that are pretty much one-and-done players, so always a lot of freshmen and rarely any seniors. Good to showcase. I'm not sure how good it is for the program, though, but that's another story. Here's Thompson. Bobby's 0 for 1 with a walk. And there's an infield fly called. Pee Wee, through the rain, drops, makes the catch for the first out. 88 degrees here in Manhattan. Wind blowing in from 9 in right center field. Jamie's daughter's in her recruitment year for soccer, but it's very confusing because seniors are allowed another year, so figuring it all out is tricky. She good enough to play D1 or what? Where's she looking? I'm not old enough for Rupp's boys. I remember Joe B. Hall. Pitch to Mize is a ground ball to short. Reese to Robinson for 1. Over to Hodges, and that will be 2. So they turn the double play, and that gets Barney out of it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. We go to the 5th inning. It's the Giants 4, the Dodgers 3. So Hermansky, Snyder, and Robinson for the Dodgers here in the 5th. Gene is 0 for 2. And there's a ground ball foul, third base side. A lot of foul territory here at the Polo Grounds. Of all the people I emphasize with most from COVID, high school and college and high school athletes are number 2 behind the elderly. Yep, that's true. That's true. Hopefully they'll have some graduations. Jamie says his daughter is looked at by both D1 and D2, but with women's soccer outside the top 30, D1 or 2 or even 3 doesn't always mean the best, okay? Powerhouse as far as Western Washington University. Fall sports, we won all 5 conference titles. Volleyball, men's and women's golf, men's and women's cross country. Both basketball teams were at national regionals when they were shut down last year. And Brad is right, these people's futures are seriously tampered with. Hopefully, in a lot of places, we can do proms and graduations this year. Pitch to Hermansky is a fly ball to left. That will go foul, and somebody from Staten Island made that catch. Count is 0-2. Ball 4, he lost him. He had him an 0-2 count and lost him. 87-mile-an-hour fastball was just a bit outside. So here's Snyder. Duke is 1 for 2. Solo shot in the first. Now has 50 runs scored on the year. And he drops one down. Gordon will pick it up. The snap throw to first. And that will be one out. That could be last week, and it seems like it's been forever. The WWU women's soccer lost the national finals in 2019, but won it all in 2016. That's your alma mater, too, right? So here's Jackie Robinson. So his career high in batting average is .342. So it would take a lot for him to hit .400. One out, Hermansky on second. Into center field, back goes Thompson for the out. Hermansky will tag and hold, 2 out. Yeah, the USM has always had good athletic programs, the baseball and women's basketball. What division do they play in, Clinton, 2 or 3? Here's Hodges. Gill is 0 for 2. It's in the right field. Marshall is there, and that will retire the side. Halfway home on a Monday night. No runs, no hits, no errors. You're going to the commercial break. It's 4-3 Giants. So if you joined us late, here's how we got here. The Dodgers got a solo shot from Duke Snyder in the first to make it 1-0. Why does that look so terrible? In the second, okay, that's better. In the second, Clint Hartung with a 3-run shot. The pitcher, his 5th of the year to make it 3-1. Giants, Dodgers tied the game at 3 in the third. Pee Wee Reese, a 2-run shot to make it 3-3. Giants pulled ahead in the third. Willard Marshall with a single to make it 4-3. And Carl Furillo now has a 13-game hitting streak. He singled in the fourth. Where was it? Indiana fired their head coach. USM plays Division III. And D. Scott Howard was there for the first seasons of women's basketball in 71-72. That's the year I was born. Men's basketball went to nationals way back then. Men won it all in 2012. And the volleyball team lost the national final match in 2019. Oh, and Clinton has Action PC 2020, and you have the same collection that I do. Congratulations. So Rex Barney, 7-hitter through 4 runs all earned. And Clint Hartung has allowed 4 hits through 5 and 3 runs. So Sid Gordon starts the top of the 5th. He's 0 for 2, or the bottom of the 5th. Barney's pitch is a long drive to left and gone. That's one of those high risers that found the seats, and it's now 5-3 New York. And for Sid, that's his 21st of the year. So for Barney, he's not covering himself in clover. IU, Mike says, I'm not celebrating. Always sad to see someone lose their job, especially when they perform it with such passion. Feel bad for him and his family, but things were not good. So Marshall is 2 for 2 following the home run. has driven in his 41st of the year. He singled twice and scored. And Marshall line drive to Cox, and that will be the first out. So 5-3 Giants, 5 runs, 8 hits, an error for New York. They have left on 6. 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Bums. They have left on 5. Muller is 0 for 1. He has walked and scored. To third, Cox across the way, 2 out. So here's Buddy Kerr. Buddy, 0 for 1, a walk and a strikeout. To short, Pee Wee in the hole, over to first. That will retire the side, but the Giants get another run on another home run, this time by Sid Gordon. We go to the 6th. It's 5-3 New York. I say it was his 25th of the year? You make me look, aren't you? I think it's 21st. So Ferrillo, Cox, and Edwards. Clinton ran track in high school back in 71, 72. Then D. Scott was working on his master's and was just a freshman. I believe the tournament edition's out, isn't it? So he's certainly on pace. What schools, Jamie, is your daughter looking at? Pitch to Ferrillo. There's a line drive to left. Lockman's there, 1 out. This Giant team has overperformed in the first half. They're starting to come back down to earth. Cox is 0 for 1 with a walk. Houseman over to first for the out. 2 out for Bruce Edwards. Has struck out twice. He's 0 for 2. The only 2 strikeouts on Hartung's dance card. To short, Kerr over to first, and that will retire the side. So, no runs, no hits, no errors. Bottom 6 is now the Giants 5, the Dodgers 3. D. Scott bought APC hockey last night. It's a fun game. Oh, you're in Florida. There must be a lot of good soccer programs in Florida, Jamie. Hartung is 1 for 2 at that 3-run clout in the second inning. Barney running towards the end of his ball game. He's at 109 pitches. Got him. In fact, that is his ball game, as Barney will be replaced by Irv Palika. We got a pitching change. This game is coming to you from the Polo Grounds in New York. Palika, 21 years old, fastball pitcher at 88 and a standard pitcher, making his 24th appearance of the year. 4th against the Giants, 5 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, all earned. Walked 3, struck out 2. With a 4.76 ERA. His last appearance was a week ago against the Pirates. 2 1/3 innings. 5 hits, 5 runs all earned. He walked 4 and struck out 1. He is 3-4 with 2 saves. The Dodgers miss Hugh Casey, by the way. And an ERA of 4.54. 39 2/3 innings, 46 hits. 23 runs, 20 earned. He's walked 23 and struck out 17. Clinton got everything. And a new version of Digital Diamond coming out in 9 days. George Houseman is 1 for 2. He is singled, walked, and struck out. And he hits this one to Pee Wee in the hole. A good play over to first for the out. So Pee Wee puts up the 2 fingers for 2 outs for Lockman. Whitey is 2 for 3. And a single twice. To third, Spider Jorgensen comes in, so it's a double switch over to Hodges for the out. Jorgensen's a 3, and he will be batting here in the 9 hole. Palika goes in the 7th spot, and Jorgensen in the 9 spot. And Spider Steps up to the plate to start the 7th inning. He's hitting .295 and 3 RBI. He has scored 12 runs. In the right center field, all the way to the wall, Jorgensen will have a double, his second of the year, and he has no speed. He has a speed rating of 0. Even I'm faster than that. So here's Pee Wee Reese. He's 1 for 3. He had a 2-run homers last time, or in the 3rd. Hartung threw 27 batters, 90 pitches, 6 innings plus, 5 hits. The homers, Reese and Snyder. He has walked 3 and struck out 2. That's in the left center field, but Lockman will track that one down. Jorgensen tags and goes to throw to Gordon, not in time. He dove in the mud. So the 2021 NCAA tournament set is out. You can do that, no problem. And Mike's going to play the tournament. Must be enough. She planning on staying in Florida, Jamie, or is she looking in the southeast, or what's her? Washington would be a whole different kettle of fish. So Jorgensen on third, 1 out. Hermansky at the plate. He's 0 for 2 with a walk, and there's a ground ball base hit. Jorgensen will score, and it's 5-4 New York. Sun is overrated. I hear that, D. Scott. I'm telling you. We don't get a lot of sun in Vermont either. Here's Duke Snyder. He's 1 for 2. Solo shot in the first. He is the go-ahead run. There goes Hermansky. The hit and run is on. Thompson will pick it up. Hermansky scampers to third. And his runners on the corners and 1 out for Jackie Robinson, who's 0 for 3. He's still working on that 13-game hitting streak. Hartung says, I can keep going. Leave me in. 5-4 Giants. Mike's daughter played soccer at Indiana. IU, great experience, but almost a full-time job. It is. Many perks, though. Big Ten, too. BU, good program, but yeah. That would be a huge adjustment weather-wise. Washington's weather would be better, actually. Clint remembers a high school in Pensacola that had a pretty good soccer team, Pine Forest. Pitch to Jackie. Runner goes. Kerr with a web gem. They're going to get Snyder going for the second to throw to first. Do they get Robinson? Do they? Yes, they do. That was such an exciting play. The organist played 2 songs at once. That was a base hit for sure. Buddy Kerr saved a run. Here it is again. Kerr with a web gem. He underhanded to Hausman and had plenty of time. I think Robinson just thought that was going to be a single. And Jackie did indeed get jackied on that one. Apparently the organist had a couple too many Rheingolds and played the 7th inning stretch. What a play that was to save a run. Here's Thompson. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Oyster River and Falmouth have good soccer programs in Maine, by the way. Pitch to Thompson is a fly ball to right center. Snyder makes the catch on a hit and a run. They turned out on a hit and a run. That's right, Tripe fan. If you want to be Jack Haid, he'd have to be on 227. Here's Mize. Johnny is 1 for 3. He's got a double and scored a run. 5-4. Giants lead, bottom 7. Ground ball to Hodges. He'll underhand it to Palika for the out. That's true. One of the soccer dads up here was happy when his daughter graduated because he and his wife could now go on vacation where they wanted to for the first time in 16 years. That is so true. You have to do all those tournaments, and they start them at 8 or 9 years old, and you go to, depending on what part of the country, Rhode Island and all that. Here's Gordon. Gordon with a homer. He's 1 for 3. That was his 21st, by the way, and he's driven in 57. That is not 22. That's a fly ball to Snyder for the out. You go to the same cities over and over again. You stay in the same hotels and eat the same crappy food. If you want your kid to get a concussion, football is far less demanding on the parents. Thanks, Brad. Here's Hodges. Gill is 0 for 3. Still hitting .342. Pitch to Gill. Into right field. Marshall in the corner will make the catch, and that will be the first out of the 8th inning. So Ferrillo in the pitcher spot coming up here. Carl is 1 for 3 with a single. IU might coach travel soccer for 15 years. God bless you. The benefit of coaching is you get to pick the kids you work with and their parents. A very important variable. Oh, I bet. Ooh, Brad took a fastball to the eye. Ow. Oh. Pitch to Ferrillo is a fly ball left center field. Thompson is there for 2 out. So let's see what the Dodgers do with Palika. I imagine they're going to pinch hit for him. Brad hasn't been in high school in a couple of weeks. It'll be Marv Rackley to pinch hit. Marv at .458, a homer and 9 RBI. And there's a ground ball foul, first base side, when the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. There's a base hit right side. So the Dodgers have the tying run on. 2 out for Edwards, who's 0 for 3. He has struck out twice. So, different set of schedule this week. So it'll be UVM and Syracuse tomorrow at noon Eastern. 2005 NCAA first round game. Wednesday night will be hockey night. I believe it's Montreal in Quebec. And Thursday we're doing for Jamie the opening day for the Senators 1969. Jamie says that a concussion may be a new feature on the PlayStation. You get to feel the pain. Pitch, Mueller and Hartung have a couple words. Could have done that before when I was telling the story. Ground ball to first. Mize by himself. And that will retire the side. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Maury Martin. It's not even a Tuesday. Pitching for the Dodgers. Maury is 26 years old. Fastball pitcher, 88, and a flyball plus pitcher. This is his 10th game of the year. Maury is 2-3 with a 6.54 ERA. Pitched against the Giants on May 31st. 5 1/3 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs. Both earned. He walked 4 and struck out 2 and 1. against the Pirates on the 25th of June. Didn't retire anybody. 2 hits and a walk. And an unearned run. Yep, Maury Barton sounds like he should be a sidekick on a 50s sitcom. Yeah, yep. So 31 and 2/3 innings for Ricky Ricardo's best friend, lefty. 38 hits, 2 homers, 30 runs in total, 23 earned. He walked 20 and struck out 13. Leave it to lefty. Clinton's concussion came playing, I'm assuming minor league, little league in 1963. Should have learned to bat left-handed. Became a catcher, though, until 1968. And, yep, fortnight VR update. Leave it to lefty. So Marshall, Muller, and Kerr and Hartung spot up. Lefty versus lefty, but Marshall is heavily favored here. Here's the pitch. Got him. An 0-2 cutter at the knees, and there's one out for Ray Muller, who's 0 for 2 with a walk. Mike hanging with us here through the end of the game. Pitch to Muller. Got him. So Martin has struck out both the batters he's faced. A 2-2 fastball on the inside corner. When they put Palika in the game. Is when Cox came out for Jorgensen. It was a double switch. Yep. Testing to see how good my memory is with all this. Here's Buddy Kerr. Speaking of heroes, he's 0 for 2, a walk and a strikeout, and his amazing double play just might be the difference for the Giants. Here's the pitch, and there's a base hit left center field. Hermansky will pick it up. They still do double switches in the National League. Now we're going to see what we do here. Do we have Hartung hit? Or do we pinch hit and sing, who can hit a lefty? Pete Milne or Eleanor Rigby? Well, but that new CBA, whenever that comes, isn't this year. I think we're going to go with Eleanor here. Bill at 326. 6 homers and 23 RBI. We might get a new CBA by 2025, Brad. Here's the pitch to Rigney, and there's a line drive foul left field. Brad's not bitter or anything. So Saturday with Maury continues. The count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Rigney, line drive to left. Hermansky is there, and that will retire the side. Do I play on card? Some. They're harder for me to play, but I do some. We go to the 9th. No runs, no 1 hit, no errors. It is New York 5, the Dodgers 4. So we're not pulling Kerr after that. Kirby Higbee. Never played craps. I've enjoyed a few, but I've never played them. Poker I used to play. Kirby Higbee, old Hig, 34 years old, fly ball plus pitcher, fastball at 85. Has not faced the Dodgers this year. His last appearance came against the Braves on June 30th. 2 innings, 4 hits, 6 runs, ouch, took a loss, all earned. He walked 4 and didn't strike out anybody. So 0-1 with 1 save and an ERA of 7.63. 15 in the 3rd innings, 14 hits, 4 home runs. Yikes, 13 runs, all earned. He's walked 12 and struck out 5. Craps is great fun, best odds in the house, which means you lose slower. Okay. I used to play penny poker on PokerStars. No limit. Just be patient. Omaha was I just could never figure that out. Spider Jorgensen doubled and scored his first time up. That came in the 7th. 5-4 Giants. Top of the ninth. 4 runs, 8 hits, no errors. And the Dodgers have left on 7. 5 runs, 9 hits, an error, and the Giants have left on 7. As we hit cardiac time. Ball 4. So the tying run is on. See if the computer pitch runs for Jorgensen. Here's Pee Wee Reese. His 2-run shot in the third tied the ball game at 3. He is 1 for 4. That's a base hit in the left center field. Jorgensen will hold at second, and now the go-ahead run is on. Nobody out for Gene Hermansky. That's what I get for pulling hearts on, right? Hermansky 1 for 3. Has walked, singled, and driven in a run. He drops one. Muller to first for the out. And now, I think you gotta walk Snyder to face Robinson. Because you got one on, out. And so, infield plays halfway. They want 2. So Robinson, last chance to extend this hitting streak to 14 games. 5-4 Giants, top the ninth. Pitch to Robinson. Ball 4, and we're tied up. And so the move to the bullpen has backfired on the Giants. Brad writes down my record of games I've managed. Here's Hodges. He's 0 for 4. So Reese, the go-ahead run on third. Snyder, the insurance, on second, and Robinson on first. Brad discovered yesterday that of the 9,000 pitchers in Major League Baseball history, only one guy had 500 career plate appearances and a league average or better OPS who played in 1920 to present. Wasn't Scott Sanderson. I don't think he had the 500 career plate appearances, but he could hit. Here's Hodges. Ball 4. Higbee lost him. He pitched a single game for the Dodgers in 1940. So it's 6-5. Brooklyn goes ahead. So Higbee walked home the tying run and now walked home the go-ahead run. A borderline Hall of Fame candidate, a great pitcher. Pitched for the Dodgers in 1940. Yeah, Bob Lemon? Here's Ferrillo, 1 for 4. And that's in the right field. Marshall makes the catch. Snyder will tag. They will not throw. It's 7-5. Brooklyn. They've gotten 3 here on the top of the ninth. 621 seasons. Feller? Here's Maury Martin, who's going to get the win here. His brother is in Cooperstown. He is not. Last name of Dean or Perry? Actually, Perry wouldn't have pitched in the 40. Also starred for the Red Sox. Is he a lefty? So Tommy Brown will pinch hit. Tommy at .395, 2 homers and 6 RBI. Who can hit a righty? Pitch to Brown is a liner up the middle. Thompson's there, and that will retire the side. So Paul Minner will try to shut this down for the Dodgers. How you doing, Mike from the truck? Minner 5-4 with 2 saves and an ERA of 6. Speaking of lefty, this is his 5th appearance against the Giants. He has a start, 6 innings, 8 hits, 8 runs, all earned. He walked 5 and struck out 2. 1-0 the record. In fact, he pitched last night against the Giants and went 1 inning and allowed a hit. Wes Farrell, very good. .30 innings for Minner, 31 hits, 6 homers, 21 runs, 20 earned. He's walked 16 and struck out 15. So Hausman will come out for Pete Milne. Say it's lefties at 286 clip. He's 0 for 12 on the year. So Milne, Lockman, Thompson, and then Mize. 7-5 Dodgers. Bottom of the ninth. There's a ground ball to third. Spider's throw to first is not in time. Milne beat it out. That's his first hit of the replay on a number to Spider Jorgensen. It's hot, 91 degrees. It has rained the entire game. And the wind's blowing in from right at 12. Here's Whitey Lockman. He is 2 for 4. Pitch to Whitey. There's a ground ball base hit past a diving Reese. And the Giants now, with Bobby Thompson at the plate, have the winning run. We have a pitching change. Aubrey Plaza's last long-lost uncle will come in. Jack Banta, making appearance number 23. He's 2-0 with a save and an ERA of 4.18. This is his 6th appearance against the Giants. He threw 9 1/3 innings so far against him. 5 hits. Just the 1 run it was earned. He walked 2 and struck out 4. And that's where the save was. A 4-inning effort last night. So overall, 60 1/3 innings, 60 hits, 6 homers, 28 runs, all earned. He has walked 25 and struck out 28. Dodgers guard the lines. Milne on second, Lockman on first, and Bobby Thompson hopes to do an ad for Maldito right here. Pitch to Thompson. Up the middle. Pee-wee. Robinson for 1. Hodges for 2. Oh, what a stop by... No, they don't get it. They don't get it. Thompson beat it out. Hodges thought he had it, and they said no. So Thompson's on first. So Milne on third. Thompson now the tying run on first, and Johnny Mize the winning run at the plate. 1 out. He is 1 for 4. He has doubled, scored, and grounded into a double play. The Giants are not stealing signs today. The Dodger fans in the upper deck thought that was an out. Base hit left side. Milne scores. Thompson will hold at second. So Spider Jorgensen's got a bad jump on it. And now the tying run is in scoring position. The winning run is on first for Sid Gordon. Gordon 1 for 4. He homered earlier in the game, his 21st. 7-6 Dodgers, 1 out, bottom of the ninth. Jack Banta trying to shut the barn door for the Dodgers. Edwards goes out to have a word. Pitch from Banta. Struck him out. He swings and misses at an 85-mile-an-hour curveball, and Willard Marshall is the last chance saloon for the Giants. He is 2 for 4. Has singled twice, driven in a run, and scored, and struck out. Here's the pitch. Up the middle, Robinson. Snap throw to Hodges, and the Dodgers hang on. It was dicey, but the Dodgers win this one 7-6. So So 7 runs, 9 hits, and no errors for Brooklyn. They go to 41-30. The Giants fall to 37-36. 6 runs, 12 hits, and an error. And Maury Martin goes to 3-3. He struck out 2 and got the 1-inning win. Higbee blows the save, his 4th blown save of the year. He falls to 0-2. And they'll second guess whether or not... Oh, geez, Hartung had 30 more pitches. Oh. Anywho, and so that's it. That was a good one. So the Dodgers 7, the Giants 6. Let's play the rest of the day in baseball, shall we? So from Griffith Stadium, the Yankees and Tommy Burns shut out the Senators 3-0. Hudson takes a loss. Joe Page gets his 7th of the year. The Red Sox pound the A's 8-0. Chuck Stobbs goes to 5-2. Joe Coleman falls to 6-7. Ted Williams, his 18th of the year, goes 4 for 5 and drives in 3. Tigers 8-1 over the White Sox. Virgil Trucks goes to 12-3. Kuzava falls to 2-3. Hoot Everest 2 for 2. Cleveland, Bob Lemon throws a 1-hitter. Strikes out 3, goes the distance. Cleveland 9-0 over the Browns. Drews goes to 3-8. The Cubs beat the Pirates 6-5. Dubiel goes to 2-4. Tiny Bonham falls to 4-2. Roy Smalley 2 for 4 with his 5th of the year. Howie Paulette shuts out the Reds 4-0. Johnny Vandermeer falls to 2-6. Paulette goes to 8-2. Jimmy Bloodworth 2 for 3. And last but not least, the Braves beat the Phillies 10-8. Warren Spahn, a 10-game winner. Jim Constanti? Someone told me I pronounced that wrong. And I believe him. He's 0-5 on the year. Lopato with a homer, his 2nd, and drove in 4. And that'll do it. So we're doing a couple different things this week. We'll do UVM Syracuse basketball tomorrow from 2005 at noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. I'm Ron Juckett. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Have yourself a Constanti. Okay. Anyway, it's basketball tomorrow. We'll talk to you then. Good night, everybody.